Irrational expectations are at the root of most human suffering. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Chaos is more freedom, in fact, total freedom, but no meaning. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. It doesn't matter how great your shoes are if you don't accomplish anything in them. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. The storm is what they threw at me. The hurricane is what I became. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. The spirit tower has its guardian, but unless it understands who its guardian is, it cannot be guarded. Maybe other people will try to limit me, but I don't limit myself. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Our lives can't be measured by our final years. Of this, I am sure. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. People who fit don't seek. The seekers are those that don't fit. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. By what men think, we create the world around us daily new. Silence and non-action are the root of all things. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. Once you bid farewell to discipline, you say goodbye to success. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. All things one has forgotten scream for help in dreams. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. There is little success where there is little laughter. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. The search for truth is more precious than its possession. Those whose upper and lower ranks have the same desire are victorious. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them.